Hello there everyone, and welcome back to yet another video of mods for Monday. We are now up to episode 26. This, I honestly really thought I was only going to make a few of these, but to be honest, why stop doing something that I actually really enjoy doing? I'm just going to keep on going. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a Honey Brew Mead, and let's jump in to some more mods. Up for our first mod of today's showcase. I've got a weapon mod from the creator called Kanjs. This one is called Zacala Machete. This weapon is said to be their own version of the Zacala Machete from RDR2, and if you do like the look of this blade, I can assure you that it is very simple to download and easy to get, as once it's installed, all you need to do is craft it at the forge, and it only requires you to have the steel smithing perk. If you do take a closer look at the hand of the blade, it has been created from bone and it's still showing a tiny little skull and a rib cage from what looks like a small humanoid creature. I must say it's a pretty neat look and definitely worth a download. Mod number 2 is called Thrones Expanded. Before downloading this mod, you will need an additional one called Base Object Swapper. It does mention that it is optional to download this. It's only for a certain version of it, but to be honest, there are loads of mods that do require Base Object Swapper, so you might as well download it. Anyway, back to the thrones. This is going to overhaul the thrones that the Jarls of Skyrim sit on, as now they have seats that are much more fitting of their high-ranking positions. Things that I should note first is it's not going to change all of the thrones. The ones that are going to stay the same are the ones in Windhelm, Markarth and Riften, as the creator has stated that these ones are perfectly acceptable and unique, and I do agree with them on that. The changes they have done to the other thrones though, I must say they have done a really good job, as these new thrones, they even seem more suited from each of the locations. They're a lot more lore friendly, and they've all got like a unique design specifically for the areas that they are in. So it's definitely worth a download. Moving on to mod number 3 is a summoning spell called Epic Frost Wyrm Summon. They have described this on the Nexus mod page as a skeletal remains of adult blue dragons that have been killed by the Scourge. These reanimated vessels of destruction do not fear death, they dispense it. It is also noted that they will level up with us, but they will start at level 5 and they're going to go all the way up to a level 100. This dragon will use frost breath and unrelenting force, so you are going to see a lot of your flows flying across the sky. That's the fun part of the mod. It's great fun. But things to note is you will need to make sure you have enough room to summon this, or you are not going to be able to cast it. There were a few places though that I thought was enough room, being outside, but it wasn't. The area needs to be quite clear for you, obviously, to summon it, because again, it's a full-sized dragon basically. Overall, it's a great creature to summon, especially when you are face to face with a few hard to beat enemies. Up next is a small overhaul mod called Racc's College Bridge Overhaul. This is going to add visual and functional improvements to the bridge heading to the College of Winterhold. This is going to add some Dunmer lights guiding us across the bridge, even when the weather is against us and those terrible blizzards are blowing through. There is also some animated college banners that you're going to find hanging down, and they're also going to blow in the wind, which is a nice little touch to it. These banners have also been accompanied by hanging fire braziers just to help light the way, to help us see where we need to go. But you do need to note that this mod is only going to change the things around the bridge, so it shouldn't affect other mods to do with the college or the town. I'm not really sure. I don't have a great deal of mods for both those places, so don't quote me on it. But if you do know, let me know in the comments below if any mods are actually going to affect this. This next mod is an overhaul mod called HS Whiterun Warmaidens. For those unsure, this is a shop where you can buy all your armors and weapons while even doing a little crafting at their forge. This place is located right by the main entrance of Whiterun, so it's not hard to find. But for those who are already accustomed to the inside of the store, you will instantly notice quite a difference, as there are now plenty of weapons and armors out on display for us to look at, but now the shopkeeper is also behind some thick iron bars, with the door all locked up, and it is not easily to break into it. But if you do manage to get inside, there is also a load of weapons and armors and even materials for crafting for us to find. Well, that's if we're attempting to break in and steal from them. But it's not just the inside that has been changed around. There has even been visual changes on the outside, as there is now a balcony with some greenery for the aesthetics. So now the owners, they can sit down after a long hard day at the forge and relax. I have looked at some mods from the creator, and I must say they are doing some awesome work with the mods that they have made, so you should definitely go and check them out. We now have an armor mod called Asura's Guard, which you are going to be able to download this using 3BA, BHUMP and CBBE. So there is a variety for those using the different body mods. There are 2 ways to obtain this. You can't just craft it at the forge, yet anyway. You can either find it on the body of a skeleton sitting on a throne deep inside Hag's End, but if you want to be able to craft it, you are going to need to head over to Gloombound Mine, go inside, right on the entrance, there is a table to the right. That's where you'll find it. Once you got that, you can go craft it. I took the easy option and just went to go and find it instead, so I didn't craft it. You do get a choice if you want to have this armor in either light or heavy. There is also a lot of pieces to put on, so there are a few variations to choose from of how you want to wear it. I really do like the helmet. When I first put it on, I thought there was something wrong with the mod, as I didn't realize that it actually covered the whole of the head. I thought there was some glitch or issue with the face, didn't realize it was a whole helmet covering the entirety of the face. But overall, it is a really cool armor set because it's going to give us choice in how to obtain it, choice in the type of armor we want, and even more choice on how to wear it. This is a great armor set, definitely worth giving it a try. This next mod, again, is another armor set, and I really do love the design. This is called Imperial Guard Centurion Armor. This is fully crafted at the forge under the steel category, so pretty simple to make. And the things that you're going to be able to create are chestplate, gauntlets, greaves, helmet, cloak, a sword, and a shield. Each armor piece is an extra 3 points higher than the vanilla Imperial heavy set, and it can be worn by both male and female. There is no restrictions on wearing it. This is an amazing set and would definitely be awesome to have seen this in the base game. Bethesda missed out by not putting something like this in the game already. Can you just imagine? You're doing the Civil War campaign. You're on the Stormcloaks, taking their side, and over the hills, you see the Imperial Legion charging at you. Right in front, there's a squad of these, like Imperials, wearing this armor, charging at you. It would have been pretty awesome to look at. Again, I've got another armor mod, and just like the last one, it's amazing. This one is called Molten Glass Armor and Weapons. So basically, this is just an adaptation of the glass armor, but it's got a really awesome looking molten design to the armor and all of the weapons, even arrows. This is all fully craftable at the forge, and the only extra thing that you require are rubies. And this set does have much better stats than the vanilla glass armor. It's a much better version compared to the vanilla one. I would happily wear this around. It's the molten design on the weapons. It's even better, especially when you try and do like little close-ups. You can really see the detail in them. If you do love armor mods, this is one you should try out, or even just place in a mannequin. It's just quite pleasing to look at. If I had this in my playthrough, I would be wearing it. I probably would have a set at home just for display purposes because, again, I love to look at this. It's great. Well, the final mod of this week's episode is called Shields of Glory, and this is going to add 3 new amazing craftable and temperable shields. So as I said, there are 3 shields, and they are called Gwynven, which gives Fortify Health 70 points, Mulfen, which gives Fortify Block by 30%, and Yvonneven, which adds carry weight by 15. Not only do they all have different effects, they each have a unique design to them, and one of them kind of looks like one of those Viennese whirl. For those that don't know, it's a buttery biscuit. It doesn't help that while writing and editing and doing all that stuff, I'm quite hungry, so yeah, the shield looks like food to me basically. But yeah, if you do like these, all you need is the ebony smithing perk to create them. And there we have it, another 9 mods to add to the list, and another episode of Mods for Monday to add to the playlist. Thanks for coming by and watching the video. Let me know in the comments below what mods from this video that you liked, and let me know the reasons why. But as always, if you like what you see, please leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'm going to see you all next week for another episode of Mods for Monday. Goodbye.